What's up, everybody? What's going on? This is your man B-Dot here from the TLC Live crew. Let's get into it. Before we get, any further into the show, I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to, further your podcast experience. If you haven't heard about Anchor, that's the platform that TLC uses to record their podcast. It's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain the biggest thing for you. It's free. No money, no nothing. Just make an account. Get it up there. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from the phone to the computer, so you don't need any of the fancy podcast equipment to get started. You can go ahead and do that right from your phone. You feel me? Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many other podcast platforms around the world. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. So that means you don't have to have a required amount of viewers in order to get your money off of this podcast. Everything you need to make a podcast is all in this one Anchor app. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Again, anchor.fm to get started. You could download the free Anchor app from either your Android store or Google Play store or your Apple store. Again, that's anchor.fm. All right, this is B-Dot signing out.
This is America.
Peace on left, justice on the right. Peace on left, justice on the right.
This is America.
This is the reason Kaepernick was taking a knee.
Heartbroken when I saw that video. I almost couldn't finish it.
Abuse of power.
We gotta start making changes.
There's a virus in police departments across this country.
If I rule the world,
cops arrest.
Good cops know who these bad cops are.
free all my sons.
You have every right to be angry.
Can you tell me why? Every time I step outside, I see my die.
You have no right to perpetrate violence on the very communities that you are standing up for.
A lot of people have been using my father's words.
That all men are created equal.
The only pathway to do this is through nonviolent means. I'm letting you know that it ain't no gun they make that can kill my soul.
We will bring you justice, I promise.
But if God got us, then we gon' be alright.
Start making some changes. Hey, where the fuck that new Ray F at?
It's been a long time coming. Every dog has his day. I had to break my chain. I can never be a copy. I'm not him or they. I feel antipathy cause everybody in my way. I feel the pressure and every word from the hold that way. I can never swallow my pride cause I'ma get what's mine. Stay humble to situations and elevate on vibrations. This antipathy that you never felt. This antipathy never felt the struggle.
I flipped the script on him and said Lil B is a pioneer.
Of course, yeah. Of course. I mean, because he created his own sound. He created his own style. He was different. He stood out. People like to talk shit about him all the time, but I mean, the fuck. If you didn't fuck with wonton soup, I don't care. Hey, that shit was my shit. I don't give a fuck.
Like, gee, wonton soup, ho suck my dick.
Yeah.
Fuck Kevin Durant. Not literally.
Not literally, but
still.
The shit was dope. It was different. He created a wave for real. That's what a lot of these artists do.
He created a wave for real, and he don't get his credit when it's due. If Lil B, if you ever see this, bro, you getting your credit, bro.
Yeah,
I don't care
absolutely.
what nobody say, bro. I will bring your name back to life, bro.
Cause I remember when he pulled out with the dresses and shit. Niggas was talking shit about him, and now you got all these artists.
Him down, bro.
All these artists got dresses.
I wouldn't,
yeah, personally. But all these other motherfuckers out here is rocking dresses and skirts and shit.
You
So
feel me? Look,
I mean,
over Thugnificent, you feel me?
yeah, absolutely. They all rocking this shit. So I mean, it's gonna be like that though. People gonna talk shit about you when you starting a wave, but after a while, people gonna catch that shit, and everybody gonna try to take credit for it. So that's how the shit go, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Like I said, I always make it my duty to find artists that are creating their own sound and creating their own wave. That's always been my shit. I'm gonna forever stand on that.
I thrive off of that. If I feel like I sound similar to somebody else, I will cut that verse and I will create something different.
It's like, yep, gotta go back in the booth and try again.
No, not even the booth. Gotta go back to the drawing board.
Oh shit! Scratch the whole project. You know.
No. You a tough man. You a dangerous man if you do that. Nah.
Scratch the whole thing. Scratch it all off. I'm gonna go back in there. Nah, I can't do that.
It depends though. It do depend though. I ain't even gonna hold.
Yeah, like, cause I like to get, constructive criticism from my people around me. Like, I'm not by any means a rapper at all. Like, I was a poet, for the most part. I did poetry. That was my thing. So people tell me all the time, like, oh yeah, you could definitely rap if you could do poem. I'm like, listen, two different things here. Just like you got rappers that are rappers, then you got artists, you got battle rappers, you got
rappers and artists are two different things.
Exactly. There's people that, my biggest thing that I hate is when people, run into a rapper and they're like, oh, freestyle something for me real quick. And then they say that they don't want to. And then they like, but if you a rapper, you should freestyle. No, not the case, because that person's not a rapper. Person's not a rapper. He's an artist. There's a difference. Like, I don't know. Yeah, people don't understand the difference between the two. I grew up around music my whole life, so there's people in my family that are musicians and rappers and singers and dancers and so on and so forth. So I understand the difference between the arts. Like, there's a difference. There is a whole difference. Otherwise, they would call poets rappers, not poets.
Like we would all be considered poets, and then everybody, like, you wouldn't, like, if somebody had a hard bar, you would be like, you be
right. Yeah, you wouldn't do that. Yeah, no, hell no. No, I'm not snapping to no hard bar. This nigga just talked about catching a body. He just talked about catching a body. I'm not snapping to that shit. Like, the fuck? Like, yeah, that was it. Motivation. Let's do it. No, like, come on, bro. Like, that's why I don't like the whole Biggie and Tupac comparison, because Tupac is not a rapper to me. He's a poet. Biggie is a rapper. Biggie, actually, he's an MC. There's a difference.
I was going to say he's not an artist nor a poet.
Yeah, Biggie is an MC.
He is definitely an MC.
That's different. That's a whole different thing. He's one of those guys that, just like they showed in the movie and just like he did in his everyday life. He's one of those guys that go out there and be ready to drop a 16 on some just because I feel like it shit. Like,
yeah, like he just wanted to do it just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. And that's what I mean with music. You can't even have fun. Like, it's not a sound. When I make a song, I really want you. It might have some slightly similar, but it'll have a different message that a lot of people won't pay attention to.
Right.
And another thing that I like doing, I will watch TV. I will sit on YouTube, and I will just look at different animes with different colors. Like, I had this TV like a year ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it was this M series 55-inch screen TV. It was just colorful. It was beautiful. I just slowed everything down because it's like my mind is so fast-paced, I would have to slow the song down to actually catch a vibe to it.
And that's what's up. Yeah, the vibe is what mattered, bro.
And the vaporwave kind of just took me, man.
That's it. That's once you catch a vibe and you catch your sound and you get your cadence, that's it. That's it.
And I love anime. That was another thing.
I could tell. Yeah, I could definitely tell. I'm somewhat of an anime fan. I used to like what did I watch? Gundam. I used to watch
classic.
Shit. What else did I watch? Of course, the mainstream shit like Inuyasha.
Classic.
I watched.
Kids, but classic.
Yeah, man. I love all of that. I watched all the old shit. Like, that was my thing. Shit. What else did I take a look into? Of course, everybody watched Naruto.
Of course.
What was the other one?
That man had a kid too. But
hell yeah! Like, I'm trying to remember the other one. I used to watch it faithfully. I haven't watched anime in so long. It's been.
You got Dragon Ball Z. My favorite is High School of the Dead, as well as
Death Note. That's what it was.
Death Note is hard as well. I watch a lot of anime, so whenever you just say it, like, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a hit.
Yup, I love it. If you
watch adaptations, that's the closest thing equivalent to wearing black Air Force Ones. I am sorry.
Oh shit, yeah, you can't go out like that. I'll be scared to buy Air Force Ones now because I'll be like, damn, niggas is gonna talk shit if I pop out.
It's cool to buy the white ones. You can buy G-Fazos. You can't wear no black ones because.
I love the G-Fazos, yeah.
You incriminating yourself with something that you shouldn't even be doing.
Yeah, niggas get nervous.
If I swing on you eating that and you been a...
That's a Patrick Beverly nigga for real. If you come out with the black forces, I don't know. But I still keep my white G-Fazos. I refresh those on a regular basis.
Nah, facts. You need to.
Yeah, I buy those on a regular basis. As soon as they start creasing, I barely want them anymore. I don't want nothing to do with them.
I'm in the process of buying some new white shoes myself, you feel me? Because I was like, man, I messed up my Pure Monies. I need some brand new ones because I work so much and I'm always on the move. And I be like, dang, I just messed up my shoes. What do? I want some brand new white shoes.
Oh,
something that's just nice, not something too. For me, I'm not too flashy, but I'm like a bougie type of frugal. I'm that type of person.
Right. That's why I was big on the Pure Monies when they came out. Like those is one of the shoes where I stood in line for those. Like I don't stand in line for shoes, but I stood in line for those Pure Monies.
Nah, I've never ever stood in line for shoes. My homie used to always work at Foot Locker.
Oh yeah, so you had the plugs.
I was plugged always.
I didn't get those till college. I didn't get them till I got old enough to go to college. Like I had a homeboy that worked at Champ. Actually, he still does to this day.
To this day?
Yeah, to this day he's still there. But yeah, my man's he always used to have the plugs for the shoes. So I definitely rocked with him with that. But when I was younger, shit. it was rough. It was rough, yo. I mean, especially like once I got to the Carolinas, like Jersey, you know, we could get the shit wherever. Like
the North Carolinas.
Yeah.
I ended up selling mine. I sold that to my homie. He used to stay in Chicago. Then he moved to New Orleans with his OG, and then after that, hey, I was like, forget it. Actually, I sold them 2 years ago.
Damn, I love shoes, yo. I definitely love them. I used to be a Jordan fanatic. I haven't gotten too many shoes lately. Just because 9 times out of 10, either I'm here at the crib or I'm at work.
I'm the exact same way because I'm not big on shoes. Like, dang, I have to have these shoes. I have to have it with this. I'm not like that, G.
Right.
I just want to finish my music.
Right, facts. That's the same way I am. Because, I mean, it's like, shit, especially now, we in quarantine. Like, so if you going out buying shoes and shit, like, for what? Like, you ain't going nowhere. You in the crib. Like, it ain't no point. And I work from home. So then that's even more of a reason for me to not do shit. Like, I'm here.
And then people just playing their music. They just going back to back with all this
Facts.
stuff. You feel me?
Facts.
Like, my thing is that during my quarantine process, I was skeptical about my inner self, and I was just self-conscious, just real self-conscious. And I was like, what can I do to really get to the people without doing anything that's crazy or out of the ordinary? I was like, I'm going to just keep dropping, but I'm going to come out with something crazy. I need like a video. So I ended up doing vlogs, but then I stopped after a while. And now I have a video coming up. So if you checked on my page, my love video is coming mighty soon. I'm not giving no dates.
Sir.
No, none of that yet.
Yes, sir. You just got to stay tapped in to catch the wave on it when it drops. And trust and believe, I'm going to stay tuned on it.
And
Absolutely.
speaking of drops, new song dropping Christmas Eve.
Oh, shit. You going to drop it for the holidays.
Like
You going to drop it for the holidays. What kind of vibe you got going on with that song? Is it going to be like a holiday type vibe, or what you got going on with it?
It's not a holiday type vibe. It's a holiday banger.
It's a holiday banger. Let's get it. It's a holiday banger. I'm with it.
As a Merry Christmas. Hey, Merry Christmas. This is a new Ray F song. Enjoy that.
Boom.
You better run it up, though.
Your gift to us. That's what it is. Yeah. Yes, sir. And I'm gonna definitely work on dropping a holiday playlist or a Christmas playlist. It ain't, like you said, it's not gonna be Christmas music, but you know, it's definitely gonna be some shit, you know, for people to vibe out to.
Maybe in the future.
Hey, shit. I mean, you never know. You doing Christmas music, the way shit is working for Mariah Carey, Shorty ain't got to drop a song for the rest of her life.
Look, she ain't never got to drop nothing, but all you got to hear is,
yeah, that's it. That's it. And she done got to check off of that for her entire life.
I wonder how that studio session went.
Yo, I don't even know. Shit, I don't know,
Man,
but
that was probably epic.
She definitely hit one on the head with that one. I mean, and I ain't the biggest fan of that song, but I got to respect the fact that
you got to give the credit. See, if I'm not the biggest fan of the song, but I know it cured, I give my credit when it's due.
That's a fact. I was never like a big Mariah Carey fan, but I respect her.
Me either.
I respect her music. I mean, it is what it is. She's fucking Mariah Carey.
That's how it is. With her, Keisha Cole.
Yep.
Fantasia.
Yeah, she's touching that, you know, that Whitney vibe. Yeah. Like, you know, Whitney, people gonna rock with her music whether you like her or not.
Nah, facts.
It is what it is. She's Whitney.
That's Whitney Houston.
It don't matter what she did.
what she did in the past or anything is Whitney Houston.
Same thing, crazy enough. As much as people want to talk shit and as much as people want to say, oh, that nigga's canceled, bro, R. Kelly is the same way. R. Kelly is the same fucking way.
Like, for example, y'all tried to cancel Tory because Meg got shot in the foot.
Yeah.
Shot in the foot.
Yeah, I'm the same way with that. I'm not canceling Tory, bro, because fuck it.
I'm not canceling Tory. Tory went off, boy.
Yeah, I mean, and even if he did, look, I like to separate the personal life from the music. Like, regardless.
That's how I am, too.
Mm-hmm. I separate it. So, like, with Tory, you can't deny that nigga talent, bro. Like, this nigga Tory is...
That man went off.
He snaps.
Man, Daystar was crazy.
Yo, I've never heard a bad album, record, single, anything from Tory. Then he started doing those what are they? The little shit.
My favorite song was Things I Should Have Said, bro.
Yo, listen. My man's Tory is out his body. That's a different nigga right there. I don't care what nobody says.
He is a different breed.
He is a whole different breed. And he started doing those capsules with the music and shit. That was smart as fuck. Like,
hey, that man is a genius. He is not to be messed with.
Trust and believe. So I got my. It looked like it's. Hold on. Let me make sure before I do this, because I ain't got time for this computer to start tweaking on me. Let me see.
Oh man, what we got?
Boom. Okay, we good. So I can actually go ahead and get us started. It looked like it's picking up everything. Yeah. We're good. All right. So for the people tuning in, for the people that were already here, for the people on the way, this is the live crew. You already know what the fuck going on. Stay live. You ain't got to get live. For the culture, by the culture. That's been the motto since it started. I got another special guest coming in with me. A guy I actually met on the Clubhouse app. So, by the way, shout out to the Clubhouse app because that shit is really connecting a lot of people out here.
To them. They make huge connections.
Yes, sir.
You never know who you meet.
Yes,
better
sir.
yourself as an artist.
Absolutely.
Whether if you like to hear it or not, because everybody has it's still biased either way. And I'm not saying that based on emotion, but I'm mainly saying it based on how people like their music. Because no matter the way you look at it, it's still preference.
That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact.
That's how because look, I could play a rock song. You be like, I don't like it, but it's a good song. And I'll be like,
and I fuck with that shit anyway. I've always been that kid. I've been that black kid that people be like, yo, you listen to that shit? Hell yeah, I listen to Green Day. Taking Back Sunday, Linkin Park, all of them niggas. I fuck with all of that shit. I didn't care.
I will listen to. I have Japanese singers on my playlist right now.
I listen to it too. Yeah, absolutely. I'll fuck with a few K-pop every now and then. I ain't even gonna hold you. It's
a little bit, slightly.
And that's because of anime. It's like the little bit that I hear in anime. I'm like, you know what? It's like I could fuck with it. I could listen to it. Like, and especially like if you're into like doing samples and shit. Like some of that shit is dope as fuck for samples.
Amazing.
Yeah.
But that's tricky as well. Not as far as like the business side, but as far as the creative side. That's tricky because if you do one thing wrong slightly, it automatically becomes corny.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, you definitely got to know how to mix that shit up to get it right. That's why I shout out producers all the time because producers is a hell of a talent. I'm loving the fact that they're getting their flowers now. Finally.
Big shout out to the GOAT, Young Devo.
Yeah, big shout outs.
To the GOAT.
Shout out.
That's the one that produced all my beats.
Oh shit, yeah, this nigga's fire, bro. Cause
Soulmate, he did that.
Yo, every beat that I've heard so far from you, it's got like a vibe to it, and he figured out what your sound was. So like that's dope when you get a producer that knows exactly what your sound is and what you're trying to do.
And big shout out to Go Hayes. He did You Know the Vibes and Saturday Night Crush.
Oh yes sir. Yo, that nigga's talented, bro. He's talented.
Oh yeah, that man is crazy. That man is a genius.
He's talented. I mean, because like I said, taking those out. When you're able to do alternative music, like that shit that's a talent.
Legendary.
That's a skill, like, because everybody can't do it because you have to be in a different mind space. Like, and you got to be creative. You got to literally be able to see things before it's there.
Your mind has to be open.
It does.
If it's closed in the slightest, you gonna get mad and frustrated in a heart instantaneously within that moment.
That's a fact. You got to be in a whole nother mind space for shit like that. Like it. Alternative, I'ma always rock with that shit. That's why I rocked with you when I first heard you. Cause I was like, yo, this is different. I could fuck with it. Like, I could really fuck with it. Like, the shit go stupid. And
I appreciate it.
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
it. That's
Yes,
much
sir.
love.
Yes, sir. You're gonna definitely, like I said, you're definitely gonna always have a spot on the playlist that I release. I'm gonna make sure that you get as much exposure as you possibly can on my end.
That's love. That's love. I appreciate it. Big shout out to the live crew.
Absolutely, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We gonna get you right. I promise you. Especially like, you know, when you're crossing over, like you in the Midwest, you coming over to the East Coast. I'm gonna make sure I got taps connections in the South, North, East.
Oh
whatever it may be.
I was down there for a little while too, but it's not for me.
Nah, I'm not a big fan of the South, honestly.
Yeah, I'm not, only because like it's certain you have to go in specific exact areas in the South.
Yep, if it ain't Atlanta or Texas, I ain't rocking with it.
Cause they like that trap stuff.
Yeah, I'm not rocking with it if it ain't Atlanta or Texas. As far as like the culture and the, you know, the vibes that they got around it, like it's especially like North Carolina's getting better, right? They're getting better at, you know, the way that they support up and coming artists and people.
Yeah,
but
artists are just coming. It's just artists coming out of North Carolina.
Yo, now it was one point to where you had to start your shit in North Carolina, but if you wanted to blow, you had to dip. Like you had to get out of here and you know make your own way somewhere else. But now it's not.
You ain't coming.
Right. I mean, even this nigga J. Cole left. He went to New York. I mean, so it's like you had to leave. Like I feel like the baby was between Petey Pablo and the baby. Those were the first two for me that really created like their organic following and stayed in North Carolina and kept it in North Carolina, and that shit is dope to me.
That take a lot though, and then everybody like, nah, move. With me, I feel like Chicago is a great place.
Hell yeah.
All the violence that goes on. Everybody has this image where it's like, oh man, I'm scared to go to Chicago. I feel like a Glock is gonna come as soon as I come from the airport. Like, gee,
yeah, it's not like that, bro.
Like security isn't made or created.
Yeah, it's not like that. And two, you got to be on some shit to be caught up on some shit in Chicago. Like,
keep your eyes to yourself in Chicago, and you enjoy the food and you enjoy the people and the vibes. That's it.
It's just like Jersey, dog. Like Jersey and New York, we the same way. Like when I came down to North Carolina, like the biggest thing was like people was like, oh, you don't talk to nobody. You don't look nobody in the eyes when you talk to them. What's wrong with you? I'm like, cause at home,
you don't do that.
we didn't do that. I mean, so I feel like the culture in Chicago and the culture in New York and Jersey and all of that is kind of like it's real similar. Like everybody has that same little ticks. Like I didn't do that shit. When I was walking down the street, I kept my head down, kept my hands in my pocket. You know, I ain't really.
You don't want no smoke.
Yeah.
You just trying to keep.
Yeah, if I was walking around, looking at niggas, talking to everybody, they'd be like, oh, this nigga won't smoke today. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, like, you sweet. You a target.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't want no problems with that. So that shit was weird for me. When I came down here, niggas would be like, hey, how you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Bro, I'm like, who the fuck is... I'm like, yo.
Bro, I'd be like, bro, what?
Yeah, I'm like, yo, you gotta chill. Like, I don't know you for real. Like, what's going on with you? Like...
Right, I'd be like, hey, over friendly. I don't like that, bro.
Right. I'm like, what you got? Like, who you with? Like, what's your
like? No, like if you ever come to Chicago and somebody say check it out, please do not check.
Hell no. Yeah, I know. We the same way. I'm not fucking with that shit. Nope. You ain't gonna catch me. It be niggas in Jersey that be like, yo, real quick. Let me talk to you. Hell no. Keep it moving.
Keep it moving. I still when I be like. No, I'm busy. I gotta go for it.
And if I do, I'm talking and walking. Like I'm not gonna stand there and sit still. Like
I'm not saying nothing.
I'm not doing that. I ain't doing that shit. Like it ain't. You know, Jersey, you could get caught up doing shit like that. You sitting still. You was sitting duck at that point. You just made that shit way easier. Next thing you know, it's 5 niggas around you and shit is a dub.
Far more easier for you, man.
Yeah, shit is a dub. I don't even do that shit. If somebody say what's up. If it's somebody that I may know or I may have seen around the while, I'm like, yeah, what's up? And I keep it moving. I'm out. Like, I'm not going to sit there and be like, hey, how you doing? How's your day going?
You not just finna do that.
So that's why it's so weird. When I came down here, it scared the shit out of me. Like, every day I was like, bro, I said, these niggas are weird. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
It was just bamboozled. Like, this is a brand new atmosphere. These people are overly nice.
It's crazy. It's like everything here is a difference. Like I remember my first day in North Carolina. I came to high school and came out here, and I stayed on campus at this high school because I played basketball, and I was like, yo, I need to go to the store. Like, where's the closest store? He was like, oh, yeah, it's just a block down the road. So in my mind, a block in Jersey is like walk out the door, turn the corner, and then boom, you right there.
It's right in front of your face, but
yeah.
It was like a literal block.
Oh, here? No. Here in North Carolina, a block is not a fucking block. A block is like...
A block ain't a block.
No. A block is like miles. It may be like a mile and a half, maybe 2 at the most.
What?
Because I was walking... I know I was walking for at least 30 minutes before. First off, the biggest thing that pissed me the fuck off about North Carolina is they barely have sidewalks out here. It's not made for shit like that. Everything is stretched the fuck out. You have to have a car out here. If you don't have a car, you're fucked.
Tough luck, buddy.
Yeah, you're fucked. You got to have a car out here. There's no way you can survive without a car in North Carolina. It's just not possible. And I've never experienced that before. Because I'm used to, everything is like New York up there. So it's like you walk out, the store's right there, the gas station's right there, the car dealership.
You don't really need no car in New York. I wouldn't even want a car in New York.
Nah. I never had one while I was there. I didn't need one. I mean, my mom, she had one, but for what? She barely used it. I mean, if anything, we was using public transportation if you needed to go somewhere far.
Right.
But other than that, that's it. I'm not.
Because it's like parking spaces are already taken.
Hell yeah. It's no point. Like, you're going to be looking for a parking space for fucking days. Like, first off, I'm not fucking with that shit. I get frustrated with shit like that, so I can't do that. Personally, that shit pisses me off. So I just can't do it.
That's crazy, bro.
I gotta walk. I don't want no parking tickets. I don't want no boot on my car.
No, none of that.
None of that. They good for that shit. They put boots on your shit. Your shit, you could come out, go into the little bodega, the little store real quick. By the time you come out with your drink and whatever you got, your relos and shit, your car is gone. Like, I'm not doing that. Nope. I'm good.
Oh, no, that's good. That's overcooked.
I'm good. Yeah, that's OD for real. I'm not fucking with that shit. They can kiss my ass. And so, like, here it was different. Like, people drive everywhere. Like, you got to have a car out here. But, shit, we gonna go ahead and get, started into you, because this is what we here for. We here for you, my guy. So, like I said, welcome to the live crew, everybody. Stay live. You ain't gotta get live. That's been the motto for the culture, by the culture. I got my boy Ray F up here. Coming out by way of Chicago, the Chi-Town, the Windy City, Chirac, whatever y'all want to call it. Just, put some respect on it when you say it.
Yeah.
And this guy right here, man, I've got the utmost respect for his music, specifically because, like, for the people that were tuned in before we got warmed up, his music, it's got a different sound to it, and that's what you need these days. It's a different sound is what really draws the attention. And, I feel like that shit is dope. So for the people listening, I know his Instagram is going to be plugged up here, so make sure y'all tap into that. You got DistroKid as well. I saw that up there. Make sure you get tapped into that. Spotify, YouTube, shit, everything. Hop on it. Make sure you get it up there. I'm going to make sure that his music is on my playlist as well for everybody listening. So you're going to be able to have the opportunity to find his music on my playlist as well. I'm more than likely gonna have you on just about every playlist I drop, for real.
Love, that's nothing but love.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it, bro.
Yes, sir. You're definitely gonna be on pretty much every. Actually, not pretty much. You are gonna be on every playlist I drop. Yeah, you're gonna be on every one I drop. Because, like I said, it's just the vibe, bro. Like the songs that you do, I can literally sit there. I like music where I can sit and just chill, close my eyes, smoke my blunt, whatever I got to do, and just relax. And that's the type of music that you create. So that shit, that's always been dope to me. I love artists that make music like that. Like we were saying earlier, I'm cool with the trap vibes every now and then. I'm cool with the drill. I'm cool with with all these other styles. But I love, it's just something that alternative has a special place for me. Because it takes a hell of an artist to be able to do it and then pull it off. Not just do it, but pull it off successfully.
Pull it off the correct way.
The correct way. And it's not too many artists out there that can do that. You've got maybe popular right now that do it. Maybe I could say like maybe X at his time when he was out was one of those people that could do it.
Oh man, he was going nuts.
Yo, X is dope. JID could do it.
JID.
Yeah, he could definitely do it. Kendrick every now and then comes out with a vibe like that. Shit, who else?
It depends. No, cause I will say my favorite two songs would have to be Rigor Mortis and
Rigor Mortis is tough.
Rigor Mortis is disgusting. Oh my god! And when he made that diss to Jay-Z, Drake, and
oh yeah, with Jay Electronica on there. Yeah, that shit was dope. Yeah, that shit was dope. He definitely shook the rap game a little bit when he dropped that shit.
Oh my god! Like these are the type of vibes I enjoy. He was like 1, 2, 3, 4. I will never forget these lyrics. He said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am the greatest rapper alive.
Big facts.
Great motherfucker out there. Oh man.
Big facts, yo. He created that, the healthy competition in the rap game again. Like that. I feel like it's okay to have a competition. Now, when some niggas get to that shit where it gets too serious over some bullshit, okay, that's different. But when you doing like the little healthy competition, because honestly, when that shit came out, everybody stepped their shit up. Everybody. Like he literally made Cole dropped bangers after that.
You had no choice.
Yo, Cole dropped bangers after that. I don't care what nobody say. And I've loved Jay Electronica, so for him to put him on that shit.
Oh man.
Yeah, he also another artist that creates vibes. People sleep on Jay, man. Electronica is dope. I don't care what nobody say. That he's dope. And they really sleep on
dope.
him.
He's definitely a dope. He's definitely a dope producer.
Hell yeah! Shout out to Chance for bringing him on a few of his songs as well. When he did the song with Chance, I was like, oh yeah, that's it. Chance is always gonna be one of my favorite artists for real.
He's always dope. I give Chance his credit.
Yep.
Everybody try to knock down Chance because he always talk about his wife, but hey,
and I don't care.
He felt in that moment. That's what he really felt in that moment, and I can't only do nothing but respect it.
Yeah, they was on his ass for talking about his wife in that whole album, but shit, I mean, rappers make shit that they're influenced by, and if his wife is what he is influenced by, and it continues to make him create good music, so fucking be it.
He got more fans than me.
Yo, he got more fans than me. He got more fans than just about everybody right now, so fuck it. That shit works. It works.
He knew what he was doing as far as marketing too. He said, you know what? Everybody feeling nostalgic. I'm finna bring Jeremiah back, and we finna make a part 2 to this Christmas thing.
Yo, listen, that man Chance is dope. He's dope. His writing skills is crazy. His performance skills are crazy. And it's not a lot of artists that are all around art. Like he's so you have rappers, like I said, there's different categories of rappers. You got rappers, you got freestylers, you got battle rappers, you got artists, you got performers, and that's different. Like there's entertainers out here. There's some people that are better entertainers.
A whole different catalog.
Yeah. It's people that are better entertainers than they are rappers. It's what it is. True. It's people that are better rappers.
Artist.
Yeah, you are an artist. You are an artist. That is what you are. And even when it comes down lyrically. Like I actually sat and took the time to actually pay attention to the lyrics that were in your music, and I was like, yo, this nigga, who the fuck is this nigga, bro? I had to, like, when you played it in that chat room, I can't remember, what was the song? It was the very first song you played when we had. It was the guy that was the producer. He was like, "Yeah, my mom's definitely told me that that she wants to hit you up like right now."
It was. I think it was this. Was it this?
I think it was because your cadence in that shit was stupid.
Oh yeah,
your cadence.
He only wanted to play. No, I remember it because look, it was this.
That's exactly what it was. Yeah. Yeah.
And then when I made this, I was just tired of feeling like the little man.
Hell yeah, that's shit. You let niggas know.
I just didn't like feeling like the little nigga. I just felt like I was the underdog. And I had to just say it word for word how I felt, but still go off.
Hell yeah. Yo, listen, I sat and played that song forward and backward. Cause I was like, nah, hell nah. I got to listen to what the fuck this nigga's talking about in here. Cause your delivery
on all platforms as well.
Yes, sir. Make sure y'all go ahead and tap into that. I'm telling you, like, make sure you tap into it, please. Like, it's the shit. You actually have to sit down and listen. You're one of those people where you have to sit and really listen to what you're talking about, like, because you got content.
I'm telling these people don't want to listen to me though. Hey,
man, they gonna wake up. Don't worry.
they gonna wake up because the first lyrics I said, I feel like an underdog, but I make moves like a superstar. Put some respect on my name like an elder.
Yo, listen. Come on, man. Why you? Come on now. They gotta respect it. They gotta respect it. You ain't got no choice but to respect it. Like I said, I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure that people start. If they ain't done it here,
all your homies and cousins.
Yeah, listen. You got to do that, and I love when artists, you know, when they make the song personal, and you know they. You know, I don't necessarily want to say like they bragging on themselves, but you know, every now and then you need to, because people don't really understand.
You need to stand your ground as an artist. You could stay humble, but you stand your ground.
You got to, and I love that shit.
And that's what I enjoy doing, and I had to learn that. During the time when I made Beyond, I was like, gee, I'm tired of feeling like the little man, and y'all not gonna keep pushing me to the side. No, you finna hear word for word what I say.
As they should. As you should feel that way.
Another song that inspired me was that Kendrick Lamar, that pre-chorus to All Right,
yo, I love All Right.
No, I mean, I made a remix to that too.
Word?
Huh?
You made a remix to that?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's on SoundCloud though. It's not on all platforms.
Hey, shit, I still go to it.
Man, that was when I was a youngin'. I said, the first lines I said, this was when I was in high school. I was like, see the color purple in my eyes, so divine that the blind couldn't see it in my eyes. Like, I feel like this like the miscast. Niggas know my breath hot, so they give me tic-tacs. I think I need to cool up. Nah, bro, you good, bro. Spit another flame bar. That'll make it too hard. Nigga, couple seconds have you lost it. Got to spell off. Man, it's been a minute since I posted on the cloud. And well, niggas haven't heard Anne Frank though. Flaming shit out up, bro. Better yet, I'll be right back. Speaking of the devil, how the hell you gonna shut that well with the will of fire, my homie? And I didn't write back. Shout out to the niggas that like that.
Yo, that cadence is crazy.
That's when I was lyrical. I mean, I'm still
shit. You still lyrical? What you mean?
No. Like in that moment, I was getting into my lyricism. I was like, lyrics. I kind of made a transition, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel it. I definitely feel it. But your lyrics is still tough. Like, I mean, like I said, I don't know. It's just something about cadences. I love the way if a rapper can manipulate the cadences of a song and constantly switch up the flow in the song and change the flow of it at will. Like, that shit right there, that's hard. That's not easy, bro. Like, and a lot of people think that shit is easy. It's not. Like, being able to switch up flows, that shit is a underrated skill.
It's a very underrated skill. Like what I do is, like, I try to do something completely different. Like, I love trying to manipulate sounds in my head, and I try to do something that I find very appealing. I know a lot of my other supporters, I don't like calling my supporters fans, but I call them supporters.
Facts. Big facts.
My supporters, they'll be like, oh yeah, this is it. Even with this new song that I'm coming out with, I know they're gonna love it.
That's a fact.
I know they're gonna love it.
And I'm ready for it to drop. So for the people that's, you know, listening in, the people that will be listening, you know, give us an idea of, you know, your backstory when it came to your music. Like, what was something that made you be like, okay, this is what I want to do. This is what I know I'm meant to do, and this is my calling. What was it that, you know, got you to that position?
Really, I got to a point where I was recording this one song. It was called In Due Time, and it was so good. Like, I was just doing like regular bass recording. I wasn't like working with the actual studio people because I was working at a home studio with my homie. But he was like, bro, this song is too good. I can't even mix this. I was like, you playing? No, this song is too good. And I'm like, what you mean the song too good? Bro, the song is too good. You need to go to somebody else.
Shit.
So I'm just looking. I want to find somebody that I'm comfortable with, because I necessarily just don't want to go to somebody that's, oh yeah, done.
Right.
No, I genuinely want to have a growth connection with my engineer. So I ended up finding one. Big shout out to Darian, the GOAT, forever will always be the GOAT. And then, like, he listened to the song. He was like, this song was crazy, but that's not the song that got him in tune with me. The song that got him in tune was Liddy. And that was the song that everybody called attention to. They was like, dang, what's this song? Because I was like, I can't push no more. I got limitations, y'all. And everybody was just like, bro, this is hard. And I was like, that's all right. Check out Beyond. And then that's when they was like, you went off like this. I'd be like, oh, yeah, it's that.
Yeah, that
and
got
I got
me.
this thing. I'd be like, on gang violence. I did that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, that
Yes, sir.
Beyond definitely, like I said, Beyond definitely got me. But it's just, you know, like I said, and I'm gonna continue to say it. It's just your style is just like unique. Like you've got, I don't even know you can't label it for real. Like
exactly. You see what I'm saying? You can't really label me.
Yeah, you can't label it. I can't really put you in a category because you kind of. Your songs typically they go from one category to the next, to the next, to the next, all in one song.
That's how my sound is. And I decided, I was like, all right, I'm going to just stick to one sound. And I was going to see how it went because I was like, dang, I know that I can go from rapping, being a lyricist, to a rock star, to a smooth R&B joint. You be like, gee, what are you?
And that shit is tough that you can put that all in one song and the shit comes out fire. Like it's people that can barely focus on one sound, but for you to be able to do 3, 4, 5 different sounds in one song and split them up bar by bar, like that shit is crazy, bro. That's crazy. Like that is a true talent, and you know, that's something that I hope you continue to do.
Oh man,
and keep it that way, cause I'm a fuck with it regardless.
Oh, love, bro.
Yeah, much love for that, cause I love that shit. Like it's a song I feel like should be a journey for real. It should take you through.
It is.
You should be able to, you know, experience this feeling in the beginning, get a little bit of feeling after that, and maybe the middle get hit with like, God damn, and then you go to the end, you like
exactly.
shit. And then next thing you know, you done got a whole story or a whole journey in one song, and it's not a lot of artists that can do that shit. Like I said, we named like a few. That was it. It's literally like maybe a handful that can actually do it to the best of their ability. Now there's people that try it, but everybody can't really do it.
And you know what's crazy with the beats that my homie sent me?
Mm-hmm.
He makes them out of boredom.
Wow.
He just
like, yeah, I'm gonna just see what I can do today. Fuck around with the fuck around.
That's really what it is.
Yeah, but
like he'll just be like, "All right, just tell me what you think." I just made that when I was bored. I was just on the phone, you know.
Oh shit.
He said he'd be on the phone with his best friend. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna make it like that. I'm just gonna go back to playing 2K.
Damn.
Like, that's it.
I know one producer out here like that. That shit, it's crazy when you run into producers like that because your mind is blown. Like my boy Black Assassin.
And I witnessed him grow as a producer. That's what messed me up even more.
Yeah, this shit's crazy, bro. Like shout out to my guy Black Assassin. He's a producer out here in North Carolina. He does the same thing. Like this nigga, I've witnessed it. So this nigga will be sitting there. He might be rolling a little blunt or whatever. He might be looking at the TV. Press a button every now and then, come in, key the shit in, boom, boom, bow, get back to rolling his little backwood, light it up, smoke it, go back around the corner. He'll probably loop some shit real quick, and then go around the corner, go to the gas station, get him a little Black and Mild, come back while the shit's looping, put some more shit in there and be like, all right, I'm done. And we like, what?
Right.
We like, wait a minute. No, the fuck you're not.
Flabbergasted.
Right, he's like, nigga, you're not done. And then he sit there and play that shit.
You would think, like, from hearing it from the first hear, you would think that.
Mm-hmm. And then he mixes that shit together, presses play on that bitch, and then you like, what the fuck did you just do? Every time. Every time. And it's a rare skill for a producer to be able to do that shit. So for you to have a producer that does that, for Black to be able to do that, shout out to the both of them because that shit's crazy. Man. That shit's crazy.
Look, I don't care. Young Devil's the GOAT. I said what I said. Foil, that's how we coming.
Yes,
we just
sir.
know that we like to work and we think completely opposites. My homie asked me one day, he was like, yo, are you guys always in the same room when you make stuff? I was like, no, we're in completely different rooms.
Damn, he just knows you. He just knows your sound. He knows your vibe.
Yeah, he just know my sound, that's my boy. Like right now, say for example, he send me a beat right now. I listen to it, I'm like, oh yeah, I know what he wants.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You got it. Both of y'all got that mutual understanding of each other, and that shit is dope.
But we think completely opposite.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Is that him right there?
Who?
He said, I appreciate it. That's him right there in the chat?
Oh, Mr. Parks?
Yup.
Oh, yeah, that's the goat right there. That's him. Yep.
Yo, hey, I'm gonna definitely follow you when we finish with this live. Cause
follow that man.
Yes,
that
sir.
Man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna tap in with you, my boy. For real. Cause I've definitely heard the songs that you put out for Ray. So that shit right there, man, you going places with that, my guy.
Oh yeah, and another thing, I even on my last project, it's called Wavy Chronicles.
Mm-hmm.
I told him, I said, bro, if I sing on this track, it's gonna dole out the entire track. And he was like, what? Why would you not want to sing on that? I was like, bro, it's gonna dole out the track, and I need you to trust me. I need you to sing. And I made him sing the chorus, and he made that song.
Damn.
And he's not a singer.
Damn, he was just like, fuck it. If I'm gonna do it, I might as well. Fuck it. Like, he just one of them. He just one of them niggas, bro. That niggas like that make me jealous, dog. I was like, what the fuck? Like, you don't even be trying for real. You just like, fuck it. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Like,
that's exactly what he do. Like, he was like, I'll let her go. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. He's like, yeah, that's it right there. That's
it right there. Cause I did it. I'd be like, I'm doling out my own voice, and I'm not gonna keep doling out my. This is like a mental thing in my head.
Go ahead, I hear you.
Somebody was calling.
Oh,
we good?
Yeah, we good. I got you.
Cool.
Yep.
No, somebody was calling. Somebody was calling me.
Oh yeah, you straight. We here.
But yeah. My main thing was, what was the last thing you heard?
You were saying that it's a mental thing, for you to be able to, when you're doling out your voice.
Oh yeah, it's a mental thing for me. When I hear my voice too much, it's dull, and I don't want to hear that sound no more. It's like, if I can't do nothing else with my voice, I will find something else to captivate your attention. Because everybody, we on our phones a lot, and it's like, you want to be like this
right
all the time. If it ends up getting boring in the slightest, walk away from it.
Right. You want to keep that energy through the whole song.
Keep that energy throughout the whole song. And it's been a journey for me to actually create my music, because at first, when I started making my music, I was trash. I was god-awful trash.
It's crazy because most of the artists I talk to say the same thing, but it's like I listen to a lot of. I'm the one that'll go back to like your first few songs, and I hear artists say that they like, man, I was trash when I started. I'm like, damn, if this was trash.
No, I'm not talking. No, I'm talking about before my. I'm talking about before my what's the name days. Before I got on all platforms and I was on SoundCloud.
Oh, and you were just out there trying to figure out your sound.
I was hot garbage, and people was roasting me.
Hey, shit. But look where you at now.
Recording off a webcam.
Look where you at now, though. And you still growing. So, your ceiling is, you don't really have a ceiling for real. You growing. You still growing.
And people get shocked and surprised. Like, you been working on this? I'm like, yes, I've been working on this like constantly.
Hell yeah.
My thing is that I know people, I can't even see the comments right now, but shout out to everybody that's still in here. I love and support y'all. That's on gang violence. That's on BD Folks Molord. That's an insider. But yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm trust me, I'm on it. I feel it.
Man, like that. My support, without y'all, I'm nothing.
That's dope. That's dope that you give your supporters that credit. That's real dope. Cause
I hate the artists that brush them off like, yeah, they gonna listen to it anyways. Like, no, like, without them, you wouldn't have nothing.
Right. I'm the same way with my supporters, dog. I'm like, look.
You can boost your numbers as much as you want. But if they don't genuinely listen talking to you, be like, bro, with good energy, looking at you crazy.
Mm-hmm. You got to acknowledge the supporters, dog. Like, without them, like, you have no reason. Well, I mean, you still have a reason to make your music or to do whatever your content
really
is.
That's how it has to be.
So your creative process, because I know there's going to be a lot of people that pop in here that are aspiring rappers or trying to get to that point to where they start releasing music as well. Like, what is your go-to creative process when when you're creating your music or going into the booth or even just sitting down and writing? Or do you write? Or is there sometimes when you don't?
I'll write everything 100%. My thing with my creative process is different for each song, and it's just like I will be at a very, 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 very low, either low or high. I will have to have that actual genuine feeling. If my feeling isn't genuine, it's not gonna go. And if it's not different to the point where it's like, dang, it's a new feeling that you can't get straight to the point to, and you could just instantly just write, you walk away. Like, it's funny that you asked that question, because I reposted this video that Timbaland said. Timbaland mentioned that if you don't have inspiration, walk away from it. Not walk away from it as in like walk away from the whole song, but as in like walk away, just go and do something else. Like, go ahead, take your dog on a walk.
All right, take a break.
Something to eat. Yeah, so that way you can free your mind, then you come back to it.
Yeah, that's dope. That's what you got to do. I'm the same way, because every now and then I try to think of ideas, mainly. The crazy thing is, I don't even think of ideas for myself. I think of ideas for all the artists that I tap in with, and ways to, promote that artist, and ways to, push that artist forward. So I'm thinking of those ideas. I'm trying to be outside the box with shit like that. So every now and then I'll be like, man, I can't think of shit. I don't know what the fuck to do. I'm sitting over here getting mad at myself, everything else. I got that from my mom's, though. My mom, she used to say the same thing, Brandon, take a break. Because that used to be my biggest problem. When I get in tune with something and I'm fully into it, I don't take breaks.
You don't want to stop. You don't want to stop looking at it, because you don't want to lose that mental battle.
Right.
I know that.
Right. And that's the shit I had to deal with for a long time. So I had to learn that it's okay to take a break. It's okay to walk away from something real quick. Go do something that has nothing to do with what you were just doing, just to clear your mind.
That's exactly what you got to do.
You got to find something that that takes up some of that mental space, because you're clogging yourself, because you think you got so many thoughts that you're trying to get out.
You make yourself even more mad, and you don't get no results out of it
at all.
Unless you're making an angry song.
Yeah.
But other than that, nah.
Yeah, because if it's an angry song, that shit gonna come through, because you mad, you legit pissed the fuck off. But
exactly,
it's like sometimes when you overthink, you just clog yourself, and because I'm one of those people, and I'm sure you are as well, because you're creative. So it's like you got hella thoughts in your head at once that you're trying to get all out at the same time, and that shit makes you mad, because you're all over the place with the thoughts. You're like, shit, it's pulling you. So you just like, God damn. Like, what the fuck?
This needs to stop.
Right. You just be like, damn, I want to get it all out. And I do that sometimes when I'm talking too, but part of that is because, niggas from up top, we gonna speak a little fast for real. Like, Jersey, we known for talking fast as shit. I had to work on slowing my shit down. And I learned how to do that when I came down here, because here in the South, the everybody talks slow. Yeah, everything is slowed down. So I had to get used to that. So when I came down here, niggas would be like, yo, slow the fuck down. Like, slow down.
What you mean? I just move quick because everything is slow down there. And you get us like Midwest and East Coast, we move fast because of big cities.
Right.
You go down there, it's just slow.
Everything is so slow. Everything.
And then mentally we get bored.
Yeah, man. Like, I've noticed that everybody in our areas, we are, what do I want to say? Our tolerance for, like, bullshit and,
it's low.
It's dumb low. And my shit, it's like this much. I barely have this much in me. And, the patience that I have is, like, dumb low, too. So it's like, okay, get to the point. What do you got to say? Get to the point. Get it out the way. Get it over with. Let's move on. Like,
it's just lower than a Squidward body.
Yo, listen. I can't stand when I hear people and they talking and it takes them 30 minutes to get to the main point of their conversation. All right, bro, if you got something to say that shit.
Then say it.
Move on. Like, that's it. That's it. They be like, yo, you so fucking rude. No, it's not being rude. It's
no,
just...
you just not going straight to the point.
Right. You just beating around the bush. I don't like that shit. Like,
no, these people, look, you need to play catch up.
That's a fact. I mean, and that's just the product of where we're from, because everything moves fast paced. It's a city. Everything moves. It keeps moving. It never stops. It's the way it is.
You can't stop, or you gonna slow yourself down.
Right.
You gonna backtrack.
You gonna get caught up in some shit. You got to stay quick.
It's gonna be real distasteful. You're not gonna like it.
Not gonna like it. I noticed that's the biggest thing for a lot of people when they come up. Like, I've brought friends up there with me when I go back home, and they be like, "Yo, why is everything?" It's like, look, that's how it's supposed to be for real. That shit is organized chaos. Like, niggas is getting that shit out the way. What's going on, my boy Chino? But yeah, you got to move. You got to get that shit out the way. I can't do it. Like, I can't stand when I hear somebody, and for instance, they want to tell me about the time they went to the store. They like, yo, I went to my mama's house. I went to my grandma's house. I went to my uncle's house. I did this. I went to the basketball court, played a little basketball, blah, blah, etc. I'm like, nigga, what happened to the store? You telling me about the store? Like,
bro.
Fuck all of that. Where's the store at? Get to the point.
Fast forward to your day.
Right.
You can't go. I don't want to hear the nitty gritty. Just tell me.
Right. Just tell me what you had to tell me. That's all I care about. If you telling me about something that happened at the store, I don't want to hear about what happened 2 days ago up to your way to the store. Just get that shit out and let's move on.
None of that.
Man, I don't want none of that. What that nigga supercharged Cam? He like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Like, just keep that shit going. Like, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. But that's, and I definitely feel like people that deal with, that city vibe and that city feel musically are just musically inclined, because their thought process is just, it never stops. It keeps moving. You're always going to be on your toes. And not to say that the South is not full of amazing rappers, because it is. But I just feel like, when you got those Midwest and Northern style rappers. Yeah, man. Like, those Midwest and Northern style rappers are gonna be a little bit more witty, a little bit more barry. They got more bars. It's like I don't know. You can just tell. You can listen to a nigga from the Midwest or a nigga from the North and be like, yeah, that nigga's definitely coming out of such and such or coming out of here. Like, it's just, I don't know. Them lyrics are just gonna hit different. Them lyrics is gonna hit way different.
And you know what's funny? Somebody thought I was from LA, and when I told them I was from Chicago, they was like, what?
Yeah, man. I mean, but see, I could get that you got like a city vibe with you lyrically, because your lyrics they're witty, and they're one of them things that you'll hear it, and then you'd be like, yo, that shit was dope, but then you gotta play it back, and you can be like, oh hell no, this nigga said some fire, like, and that's just the way it is.
I say y'all don't really listen.
Oh yeah. I make it my duty to go back and listen. Like, I gotta make sure, especially if it's an artist that I'm fucking with heavy, I gotta go listen to it forward, backward, play that shit again, play it again after I played it again, played it again after I played it again. Like, I will outplay the fuck out of a song.
Like you said you was listening to Soulmate for 20 minutes.
Yo, 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Bro, like the first bars, I said, shorty booty soft as cotton candy, bro.
Yo, 20 minutes. I had 20 minutes on there, and I did not get tired of listening to it, just because it's the vibe that you offer in your music. Like, that shit is crazy.
Everybody know that man D mean.
Yo, listen, you really like that, bro. Like, your creative, your creative ability is sick. It's sick. It's really sick. Like, and I'm gonna definitely make sure that people, tap into it, because they got to. Like, it's definitely time for people to, get a different sound. Like, people are so used to certain sounds these days that, they get complacent in the sounds that they've been hearing for 3, 4, 5 years.
Oversaturation.
Exactly.
And everybody keeps saying the word oversaturation. It's like, that's like me saying, oh, I'm gonna jump in the pool, but I never jump in the pool.
Right.
Same exact thing.
Right. It's like, what you talking about jumping in the pool? If you're gonna jump in that bitch, jump in that motherfucker.
You're gonna jump in it.
Yeah, jump in that bitch.
And make something different.
Right. Make something shake. Shit. Make a wave or something, goddamn. Do something with it. So another question I got for you. So for the followers and the supporters and the new supporters that are coming through as well, how would you explain yourself as an artist? Like, who are you? What is it that you want to get across to the people when they listen to you to be like, okay, I get who he is. I get what his backstory is. What do you want to get? What message are you trying to get across to the people that are, supporting you and listening to you?
I do not gangbang and fight demons.
Hey, listen. That's it. That's it.
And my main thing is, I say that to say, everybody says that in almost every single song on the radio. And I be like, bro, I don't care about your gun. Bro, I don't care about who's serving your plug. Bro, I don't care about who you done messed with. Bro.
Right.
That's regular day-to-day talk, bro. I don't care. Show me something different, bro. Show me something to where it goes past your creativity. People get on, and some people could take this the wrong way or get mad, but people get on by street cred. And I feel like
that's a fact, though.
Some people just don't deserve it. And I be like, bro,
that's a fact.
You getting gassed off of somebody coattails, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
That's a fact.
It's like, if you can't hold your own 10 toes or not get plugged in, like, people gonna help you along the way, but like, oh yeah, tell him that he owe me a favor, put this word in, blah blah blah, and then after that, I'm not hating, but I'm calling it how I see it.
I mean, and that's what it is. That's what it is, yo. Like, I did an interview with my boy T. Roy. We were talking about the same thing. He does music videos, so he was letting me know, like, I got guys that I do music videos with, and I try to get them to unlock their creative potential as opposed to what they typically want to do, which is flashing guns in the video, all through there, doing all of this shit, pulling out their flags, all this shit like that. He's like, yeah, that's cool because that's your everyday life, but at the same time, he wants to make sure that these artists unlock their bigger potential, because if you can come around and do a video without that and that bitch take off, you doing something. Like, that's creative. It's people want it.
More dangerous than a gun.
Hell yeah. If you got knowledge, they can't stop you. They can't stop you when you got knowledge. I mean, shit, Nip is a living example of that.
You feel me?
Yeah, Nip is a living example of that. They wanted that nigga dead because of how knowledgeable he was.
Because of how much he knew. He knew so much that they had to off, bro.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle.
Yes, R.I.P. to Nip.
Still, it was crazy how, like, people just took it that way, and I'm like, gee.
Yeah,
if you're gonna do rap right, and you're gonna create a sound, please stop trying to mimic a sound that I've already heard 1,000 times. I'm gonna get irritated. It's just like, throughout the past years, our attention spans have lowered to like 10 seconds.
On me. Yeah, I definitely pay attention to that.
That's a fact. No,
yeah.
Like, that's based on my degree, because I'm about to graduate. I'm finna have a bachelor's soon.
Boom. Shout outs to that. Shout
Stay in school, kids. Stay away from baby kids. Please.
Get your degree. I had to learn the hard way. Get your degree. I'm in school right now. Get your degree.
Please get your degree.
Do it.
I'm actually doing what you're doing right now. I'm in for communications.
Word? Oh yeah, yes sir. That's what I'm in school for. Broadcasting and journalism. That's what I do. I read. I write. I do that shit daily. I have to, because I've always learned that knowledge is key. You got to have knowledge.
Knowledge is key.
You got to, and it shows in music. As artists, look, the biggest thing I feel like an artist could do is get an education. Because you notice the change in an artist lyrically when they start getting more education piled on top of what they already know. Like, yo, your wordplay gets crazy.
And it gets ridiculous.
It gets ridiculous.
Word after word, rather than saying the exact same words. Like, somebody could literally copy a song and put it on a different beat and be like, bro, why is that song not on the radio? Bro, that's so cold, bro. Bro, that song so hard, bro. I got an AK in the back, bro. Like, gee, I got an AK. Man, I'm gonna get my Glock, man.
Yeah, but if you can lyrically come out there and handle that shit.
People are hypocrites, but want to stop the vibe.
Yeah, that is what it is. Yeah, you got to tell it for what it is. It's unfortunate, but, they don't want to hear that shit, though.
They don't want to hear
They
that.
don't want to hear it. That's why I respect 2 Chainz as an artist, because people don't really pay attention to him either. When he first came out, granted, yes. Dang, I'm getting the same thing you got. A call just came straight through.
I was gonna be like, I know people keep calling me. Nah, but what was the last thing you said?
But when 2 Chainz first came out, you know, of course he appealed to that mainstream with the, you know, with the pointless ass lyrics, so on and so forth. But it was a banger, so people fuck with it. But then after a while, you know, 2 Chainz started coming out with shit when you like, yo, this nigga's smart, and he is. Nigga's smart as fuck.
He is.
So you could tell now lyrically.
That man was titty boy.
Hell yeah. Yeah. He evolved. He evolved. But he always had that though. He always had that. He was always 2 Chainz. He was just waiting on his time to pop out and be like, yeah, I'm about to show y'all niggas some shit. Just wait.
Yeah.
Just
that
wait.
Man is smart.
T.I., as much as people talk shit about him, he's a self-proclaimed genius.
Like, I give respect to 2 Chainz because 2 Chainz is a self-made man. He's an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no matter the memes that y'all posting on it, he's making money off that.
What? Stupid money.
Like that dude that 41, 42.
Hell yeah, niggas making bank.
Bank
off of that shit, man. Off of counting.
The best by 45.
I wish I would have thought of doing some shit like that.
And that's the thing. People overthinking they hear the same sound, and it's just like, I will listen to another person and then I can hear it being a good song, but it sounds like a replica of something. And they be like, oh my gosh, I feel like this is the best song in the world. Like,
right,
bro. And I'd be like, so you're telling me, I'm telling people, I'm not hating.
Yeah, we not knocking it. You just acknowledging what's out there.
I'm acknowledging, like, bro, I want something completely different. Like, Isley Brothers. I wanna be. No, that's Zap Rogers. Excuse me. I wanna be.
Oh yeah, Zap, bro. Listen.
Yeah, that man. I was thinking between the sheets. That's why I said Isley Brothers.
Oh yeah, yo, listen. Either way, you can't go wrong with either one, though.
What?
You can't go wrong with either one, though. Zap Rogers, bro, he created the sound.
He created the sound. That's what I enjoy, rather than somebody that keeps creating the same sound. It's just like, I don't care about you being in the trenches. I don't care about you in the struggle. Everybody struggles.
Hell yeah.
Everybody go through something, but how are you going to make that struggle into an impact to uplift us, not only as black people, but as communities and as a whole?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's what my favorite word is, longevity, and I want longevity in my music rather than in the moment, because that's what people mess up at. I'm throwing out gems tonight. I shouldn't really say it.
You got to. People got to hear the shit. Like, that's why I love artists like Jeezy as well. I support Jeezy to the fullest because people say, like, oh, all he rap about is trapping, blah, 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 and shit. But you got to listen to the way he says it. Everything he puts is in past tense. He's talking about what he did and how he got out of what he did.
And how he got out of
so it. That's why I fuck with him.
Tough.
I fuck with him, bro, because he's one of those. He's a motivational artist for real. People sleep on that nigga, bro. He's one of those artists that can talk about all of that shit, but at the same time, he gonna flip around by the back end of that song and be like, yo, this is how you get out of that shit. And this is what I was doing it for. I wasn't doing this as a career. I wasn't trapping to do this for the rest of my life. I wasn't doing what I was doing to, you know, be the hardest nigga out here. And I was doing this to make sure that I could feed my family, take care of my peoples. And once I got enough to where I needed to be, we out. Like, that's it. Like, Jeezy got up out of that shit. Once he got what he needed from it, he got out. But he also made sure that he took care of everybody around him too. So that's, you know, that's the difference between niggas that rap about shit like that. Casanova does the same thing. Everything being past tense for real. None of that shit is like present tense.
Nipsey Hussle made an impact. It's like, us as black people are so backwards. I can make a positive impact right now. No one wants to listen to me. You feel me? And it's like everybody is ignorance. Is ignorance. That's the one answer to it. But if I put ignorance into positivity, you be like, dang, you just low key tricked me. Hey, yeah,
right.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Right.
I'm gonna reel you in real quick.
Right. That's why, you know, Cole and Kendrick get the same thing. They came out with the mainstream music at first. Like Cole came out with Friday Night Lights. All that shit was mainstream, and he got everybody in, pulled them into the fan crowd. And after that, niggas started dropping like For Your Eyes Only, 2014 Forest Hills Drive, KOD, like, and that was after, you know, before he just had to pull everybody in to grab their attention first. And sometimes you gotta do that, and it sucks that it has to be done that way because that's the only way niggas want to pay attention. But
it's sad.
Yeah, you gotta sell. Unfortunately, sometimes you got to give them what they want, and then once that happens, you hit them with that conscious shit.
Talk about what you talk about.
Right.
Like, gee.
Right. Then you hit them with that conscious shit, and they be like, "Damn, this nigga got me." Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He got you. You ain't even know it. You ain't even know. You didn't even know you like conscious shit. Now niggas love conscious rap. They didn't even know they liked it until niggas started, popping
see
up.
what today was? Everybody had superpowers.
Yo, on me, everybody has superpowers. Everybody's in the whole manifestation thing now. I remember in high school when I was on shit like that, I was always big on manifestation and affirmations and shit. And niggas be like, yo, that's fucking weird. Like, you're weird for fucking with that shit. Like, who fucks with that? I'm like,
What's
okay.
weird about a manifestation?
Like, this shit is crazy.
Something to existence. So, manifestation is almost the same thing. Is like when you say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk to God about it and I'm gonna claim it." It's almost the exact same thing.
It's the same thing. And I hate when niggas try to be like, "Oh, that's witchcraft. You doing witch shit." Like,
how is that witchcraft?
I'm like, bro, because I remember high school vividly. They used to be like, "Yeah, nigga, you fucking with them witches."
Says it in the
you have to manifest. The people don't think.
I be wanting to slap.
They don't think. I be wanting to do the same thing. I be like, yo, just real quick, just like, come here. Like, damn, like, get your head into the shit, dog. Like, really pay attention. I be wanting to smack the shit out of people when I hear them talk about manifestation, especially when they be like, yo, that's what we got the Bible for. Okay. Yes. That's what you got it for. Manifest. Do it. Do whatever you got to do, but there ain't nothing wrong with it. You just not woke. They just not woke, bro. They got but people are waking up now. Waking up. Kinda. They're kinda waking up. They're working on it. So I guess you could say.
Supposedly.
Right. Allegedly waking up. I mean, cause man, it took years, and niggas is popping out. You know, after 2 weeks of manifesting, I'm woke. Okay, like, all right, we'll go with that.
Sure.
We'll go with that. You're there.
Just don't say that.
Right.
That's just like saying, yeah, I'm one of the realest people you gonna ever meet.
Right. It's bro.
You don't say that you real.
You just real. Like that's what it is.
That's it.
What did Wayne say? Real G's move in silence like lasagna. That's what Wayne said. I'ma stick by it. Like, man, move in silence, my guy. Like it is what it is. Like people became woke December 21st. Today. like today.
Like, man, I got superpowers. It came down to whoever, I don't know who be making these random tweets out. It just be.
Yeah, and you get caught in them tweet funnels. That shit right there ain't no joke.
Followers just be like, man, I heard you get superpowers on the 21st, and then they just get black Twitter love gas.
Yo,
they love gas.
They love it. Like, it's crazy because I shared a post on my Facebook today. I remember when they were saying this same exact day in 2014, the world was going to end. They were saying the Mayans were saying 21st of December, the world was going to end in 2014, which is the same thing that happened when the planets aligned. So they went from that saying that that's what the planet align means, and now all of a sudden when the planet align, we got superpowers. It's like y'all got to pick one. Y'all got to pick one. I gotta pick one, dog. Like, and even still, technically, yes. Okay, granted. when you're I don't even know if people are ready for that for real. Fuck it. Okay, so when you're
go and drop that knowledge on
when you're in a certain spiritual space for real, you do, I wouldn't say they're superpowers, but they're abilities. As black people, we are highly in tune with magnetic waves. We're in tune with our chakras. We're in tune with with nature. We're in tune with vibes, vibrations, all of that. Vibes is short for vibrations. The world works off of vibrations. That's what we do. Everything is magnetic. Even the fucking plates in the earth vibrate on a regular basis because they're constantly shifting and rubbing up against each other. So
that's why we have earthquakes.
Right, exactly. So we are, as people, in tune with things like that. So we technically can unlock certain abilities. They may not be superpowers, but they're, we have the ability to do a lot of things. That's why I follow NLE Chopper a lot, because he's one of those people that, kind of caught the wave of that. And
he just caught the wave. He just caught the wave.
Yeah,
of that.
he just caught it.
I'm kind of sitting back and seeing what he'll do.
I'm waiting for it. I mean, it's looking like he's going down the right path with it. I mean, he's definitely in tune with it. I love talking about shit like that. People get weirded out when I start talking about shit like that sometimes, but it's the truth. It's
but
truth.
They could talk about astrology all day, like, oh, I'm a Pisces,
right? Like
Aries, like.
It's the same shit. It's the same fucking shit. Like, it's literally the same shit. Like, even when it comes down to talking about, I did a status on Facebook. I got reported by a few people. Actually, my inbox went stupid. I posted a status. Now, mind you, I am a Christian overall. But I don't believe in the religion aspect of it. I believe in the relationship aspect of it. So I wrote a status. I was like, Christianity during slavery times in its earliest form was psychological warfare and mind control. So people lost their shit. This nigga talking about God is mind control and blah, blah. I'm like, no, y'all not here. Y'all not here with me yet. So the thing is, before our ancestors were brought out to the Americas, we didn't have a Bible. We weren't in church every Sunday. We weren't going to the churches doing shit like this. And that goes back down into history on what happened way back when with our people, because I've heard a lot of stories. I've heard a lot of stories that had me like, what? Like, this happened? Like, they were saying, I don't know if it's true or not. Please do not slander me. They told me that Abraham Lincoln was black. We've all been told that. Yeah, it's certain things that, people don't try to do research on because they don't want to believe it. And we've been whitewashed and brainwashed. Like, for instance, I've always made the comparison with Christianity. When we came over here, when our ancestors came over here as slaves, they figured the best way to keep us under control was to come up with a book of laws that we had to follow religiously and threaten us with the idea of going to hell. Scare the shit out of us to make sure that we did not overthrow anything that they had going on. So as slaves, they're telling us, oh, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not disobey, thou shalt obey their masters, blah, 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 etc. There's a fucking scripture in the Bible. Oh, God, it fucked me up. It's not the whole scripture, but part of that scripture, I believe it's in, like, Exodus, somewhere along the lines, but it says slaves should obey their masters. Why is that in the Bible? That's not okay. Like, the Bible was, it was altered. That shit was altered, and it was written to make sure that it kept us controlled.
To this day,
it still is. We out here making this shit it's literally a mind control. Like, and I hate it, because
that's not okay.
It's not. I mean, even in the Bible, it says that, we can't find. In the Bible, it says that man cannot find God in any man-made temple, right? So, if that's the case, why are we going to church every Sunday, every Wednesday, every Tuesday? And, they use that as control for us. Turn the other cheek.
Whole deep topic, but yeah, other than that's really how I feel about that question overall. How I go throughout my thinking process of music.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the way it's got to be. I love it. I love your creative process for real, because it shows in your music. Like, it speaks for itself. You don't really have to say too much. You don't have to say too much.
Exactly.
I get enough of it when I hear your music. Like, everything, comes out in the songs. Like, the shit is really like that, for real. Like, for the people that's just popping in, make sure you go tune in. Like, please do. Please, like, today. Like, today. Like, if when you get off, go. Listen to it. Click it. Play it. And then play it again. Matter of fact, after you listen to it the first time, you have to go back and play it again. Huh?
I said, I'm gonna know if you're playing it.
Oh,
too.
absolutely. We gonna see them streams now. We gonna see them.
I always see the streams.
We gonna see them. So like I said, make sure you play the song, listen to it, and then play it again. Cause I had to do the same thing. Cause I'm telling you, like this man got some lyrics on him, bro. And I'm understanding exactly where they're coming from. Cause you were conscious, you're knowledgeable, and it's not a lot of artists out here that are in that aspect or in that realm.
Like they not pushing as far as I am, and I'm like, gee,
yeah,
I'm very knowledgeable, teachable.
Yeah, yes, sir. Your mind space is in a different category. So I know for sure I definitely got to have you up here when I have my panel up here, because we love to talk about shit like that. We sit here and do that shit. Yeah. We do that shit 24/7. Like, even when we're not on a podcast, we sit and talk about that shit all day.
Facts.
All day. So that's really what I'm all about. That's really one of my passions, for real. I love talking about, manifestation. I love talking about, the conspiracies behind religion. I love talking about the conspiracies even behind the government. Even Instagram may not like that shit, but I don't give a fuck. We love talking about all of that shit. Like, I like to get in depth, like to the point to where some people that may listen to us, they be like, yo, I don't want to talk about this no more. Like, that's the shit that we into. I was one of those kids that used to go sit there and get lost in the funnels, like on YouTube, looking up shit, like looking up conspiracies and all that. I did all of that shit as a kid. All of it. Every single last bit of it.
Yeah.
I read books. I did everything.
Yeah. The thing about me being an artist, I love listening to my songs like slower because it gives it a deeper meaning.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you get the time, you get engulfed in it. You get engulfed in the shit. I love that. I love doing that.
I get very, very calm. Like, I will